First of all, I'd like to say hello to all of my friends, also to my many enemies. Once again, this is Roosevelt with another episode of Roosevelt Sounds Off, coming to you on a very, very nice, beautiful, warm day here in the city of Chicago. It's almost the end of April. Well, it's nice and everything today, but I think it's going to cool off and everything tonight. I thought it would be warmer by it being close to May, but I mean, hey, it beats where my parents stay, where it's like 28 degrees with snow. So I am happy and grateful for the weather on today. I'm coming to you today to bring you a news story that took place yesterday, but of course I'm also going to show you the clip because, I just decided the new way that I am doing Roosevelt Sounds Off is not enough that I just sit and tell you about what is going on. I like to now show evidence, to show the news clip, so I can just take the evidence and sit it right in you all's lap. For many of you all who always try to say that I shouldn't say, stuff about police officers and about, different things, even certain people in my own family don't think that I should be talking about controversial issues. But, who cares what they say? I got to do what I was called to do. But what happened was, this took place a few days ago in Grand Rapids, Michigan, and I'm about to show a clip of how the Grand Rapids Police Department acted very stupidly and, arresting, or not arresting, but, making 3 black boys get on the ground and made them put their hands up, come to find out that the report that they had at the time was wrong. And that they stopped the wrong people and did this to the wrong boys. I'm bringing 2 stories today. So first, let me run the clip on that, and I'm going to give you after you see the clip, I'm going to give you some commentary on that, and then I'm going to come back with my next clip on how, again, another police department acted very stupidly. Let me go on and run this first clip in this first story.
The kid was all black.
He was dressed in all black, and there was another kid who was trying to call him back, kind of light skin, curly hair. He had a red top and a black and red Adidas sports jacket type zip up. And the kid who dropped it was in all black, and he was calling the other kid in the red and black to come back.
He dropped a revolver, you said? Okay.
Kid in all black?
Yeah.
Okay. Was it the group of all the kids over there?
Yeah, they just walked down here not even 5 minutes ago.
Matching. Guys, get on the ground. Keep your hands out. Hey, come over here. Keep your hands where I can see them and get on the ground. Get on the ground. Get on the ground. Get on the ground. 1961, I got him at gunpoint. They're being compliant. Just keep your hands out, okay? Okay. Ma'am, can you go back in your house for me? Ma'am, go back in your house. Go back in your house now. We'll give you directions, okay? Just follow our directions and we'll be alright, okay? How do you want to do this, Troy? Want to just approach?
We have 4 here, all compliant. We're facing south. Everybody can come from north and south. One more for hands freeze off. 1225, corner.
Okay, just calm down, calm down. Calm down, okay? We'll be alright.
Keep your hands up right there, all right?
Right back to me. Right back
Just keep on coming back, man.
Hands on your head.
Keep looking forward.
Come here. Right back to me.
He just happens to be possibly in the wrong place at the wrong time, matching the clothing these kids have. Okay? Like you said, your son is fine. He's 110% fine.
1761, send me the college call on
I'm
the
I'm
20th
sorry, I
of
don't
Paris
mean no disrespect, but y'all gotta understand.
I understand, but you have
That's
to
my
understand.
baby right there.
Listen, you have to understand our position as well. We have to
Yeah,
investigate.
but when a mother come and just say, show me, just show me.
But the way you were acting, I couldn't.
I
just bring
can't
you over.
help it. That's my baby.
I understand. I'm a parent as
I
well.
never, we
okay?
don't deal with police. I don't never even have no charges. We don't do this. All the stuff that goes on in this world, I worry about my kids every day. That's why I don't let them go nowhere.
So he's not in trouble at all or anything?
Dude, do you know how scary
she's
this
concerned
is?
about it.
Don't ever do this. Don't ever do this. That's why I don't never let y'all go nowhere.
I didn't do nothing.
You don't understand the way I feel right now. It don't even matter whether you did or you didn't. You don't understand the way I feel right now.
We're just doing our job because a lot of people out here have guns. We're not saying that your kids had guns or anything like that, but we're just doing our job, okay? Officer Colgrove.
You saying you're not saying they had guns, but y'all pulled your
Y'all
I know,
pulled
because we
y'all
don't know
guns.
that. We do not know that.
Exactly. Y'all didn't. They
Okay.
didn't have. Y'all didn't see a gun,
If-
but y'all put guns on my kids.
Would you understand that where we're coming from, matching description, we're not just going to walk up to somebody, hey, do you have a gun on you? You know, we're just taking every precautions. No one got hurt in this. Everyone's been cooperative with us, okay? Okay.
I mean,
It's not like we're out here like,
just
oh,
like y'all understand.
But
y'all
we're not
gotta
out here like
understand
we're-
our side too.
okay, but
Kids go to the Croc to play basketball.
I
That's
know.
it.
And they,
Plain and simple.
wrong place at the wrong time, obviously, for these kids. Okay.
Right place at the wrong time.
I understand, but there was a big
They were
fight
at
over
the
there.
right place.
I know, they were there when the fight was going on, they said, so.
Okay, you saw the clip, and you basically saw how the police, really what happened was, let me go to the backstory, is that three teenagers, I think that they range from age from 11 to 14, in Grand Rapids, Michigan, they were coming from a basketball game, or playing basketball, I guess at a youth center, and on their way home, you know, these police officers stopped them, make them get on the ground at gunpoint because allegedly, you know, this is the story that they want to tell, that, you know, they said that they had news, or police, they said that they had a report of a fight that took place or something, and somebody, or there was a gun or something involved. But to me, I don't think that they really got the whole story. And so you saw the heavy-handed techniques that were used in this stop. And I believe that if these boys had been white, they wouldn't have been so fast to pull a gun on them. And you heard one police officer telling somebody to go back in their house. Now, why is it anytime police officers have to pull somebody over and somebody's pulled over at gunpoint, if somebody wants to stop and look or try to be a witness to what's going on, they tell them to go back in their home and all this other kind of stuff. But by law, as long as you're standing at a safe distance, which means 20 to 25 or more feet away, you can watch a police officer carry out his duties no matter what they happen to be. So why this guy was up there officer was telling somebody to go back in their house is, you know, beyond me. If that's not, you know, stupid, you know, I don't completely know what it is. And, you know, they was up there telling, because one of the boys was so traumatized, he actually broke down and started crying. Because we know that we have seen too many small situations like this go completely south. He could have ended up like another Mike Brown, or could have ended up like a Sandra Bland or something like that. And then the police officers would have, you know, said if somebody would have got killed, that there was, you know, they weren't to blame. You know, that's the lie that they would have told. When, I mean, I don't think that they should go and pull a gun on somebody if they're not too sure that they have all the facts, and not too sure if they you know, if they don't know that they have the right people, they shouldn't be so fast to pull a gun on somebody. But this is what they did. I mean, Because anytime you pull a gun on somebody, it's only one reason why you pull the gun on somebody, and that's only if you were getting ready to use it. Because I was always taught in military training, don't pull a weapon on somebody to intimidate somebody or to threaten somebody. You only pull a weapon on somebody when you know good and well that you're getting ready to use it. So, you know, why these officers had to pull a weapon when they didn't even have all the facts as to what's going on, and come to find out that they had stopped the wrong people. And one of the officers was telling one of the boys, you know, he has a gun pulled on him, but yet one of the boys or something gets excited saying that he don't want to die and starts crying. You notice the officer in the background telling him to calm down, just relax, calm down. How the hell is anybody supposed to calm down and they have a gun pointed at them? To me, that is so stupid. The Grand Rapids Police Department just acted so stupidly in this whole issue. And then, you know, it just seems like the officers, when they were talking to the parents of these boys, because the backstory, the rest of the backstory is that, you know, since they found out that they had the wrong people, that, you know, they turned these boys back over to their parents. But some of the parents, they were trying to talk to the officers about like how they felt. It seemed like the officers just were not listening. The officers were only going on with what they thought. Well, you gotta see it the way we see it. But yeah, dude, genius, nobody just pulled a gun on you either. Stupid. How stupid the Grand Rapids Police Department is. And then the next story I want to go into is a story of a Muslim man named Ahmed Ali, who was visiting here to the United States for heart surgery, and somebody in his hotel lied and said that she heard him allegedly pledge allegiance to ISIS on the phone. And this is enough, or at least they thought it was enough, for, you know, the police department to come in, which is such an overreach, and treat this man the way that they did. I'm going to go ahead and roll this clip.
News Channel 5 begins now with breaking news.
Hello, everybody, and thanks for joining us. I'm Tracy Carlitz. We do have breaking news at this hour. Avon's mayor and police chief apologizing to a Muslim man wrongfully accused of supporting ISIS. Only our camera rolled for the unusual meeting tonight, and it happened within the hour. Our Derek Waller was the only reporter at that meeting. And Derek, what prompted all of this?
Tracy, Avon Mayor Brian Jensen organized this late Saturday peace meeting here in Cleveland. It comes 3 days after officers handcuffed and detained a man after someone called 911 claiming he was pledging allegiance to ISIS. That meeting taking place tonight at the Cleveland office of the Council on American Islamic Relations. Avon's law director, police chief, and mayor sitting down face to face with the man. Ahmed Ali was pushed to the ground and handcuffed on Wednesday outside the Fairfield Inn and Suites in Avon. That after the sister of a hotel clerk called 911 claiming she heard him pledging his allegiance to ISIS on the phone. Police quickly figured out that never happened. They released him, but not before he fainted. He had to go to the hospital with some scrapes on his arm. Here's part of tonight's exchange.
No one from the police department did wish to disrespect you. That was not the intent of any of the actions of our officers. It is a very regrettable circumstance that occurred for you. You should not have been put in that situation like you were.
There were some false accusations made against you, and those are regrettable. And I hope somewhere within your heart that the person that made those can maybe learn from those, and maybe in terms of even another meeting that we can get together.
And tonight the city says they are reviewing their policies and that they never intended for Ahmed Ali to feel disrespected. Of course, they were put in a tough spot because of the nature of that 911 call. The city says the woman who made the false claim could still face charges. Of course, we will keep following this. Tracy?
Okay, now you just saw that clip of the Muslim man, Ahmed Ali, who was thrown to the ground after he had been allegedly accused of pledging allegiance to ISIS. First of all, this man was a businessman here for heart surgery here in the United States. And he didn't even come from one of the more, let's just say, threatening Arab or Muslim countries. You know that the 7 threatening countries that Donald Trump has put on the list of, you know, Iran, Iraq, Somalia, Sudan, and a few more that I can't remember exactly right now. This man is from United Arab Emirates. So they threw him on the ground all because of a lie of somebody. When the police didn't hear it, they didn't even know what was going on. They just going off of what somebody had said. You know, I always heard and stuff, it's an expression I learned when I was a kid called get all the facts, then you decide. And this person who allegedly told the lie, and they're talking about, well, you know, she may, you heard in the news clip, well, she may face charges. No, she should face charges. Anytime that you could have somebody innocently accused of pledging allegiance to an enemy organization like ISIL, and then having to be thrown down onto the ground, and then the person is so nervous that they get sick and faint, all because of how they're being treated, and then the police department had their nerve to apologize. And the thing is, I mean, I'm pretty sure in the future, if something else came up over the same lie, they would still do the same thing over and over and over again, and they're not going to change, because, I mean, they adopted these techniques. So this is how they're taught, this is how they're trained. That's how come a whole lot of you often hear me say that in this country, I believe that we need another kind of, you know, law enforcement. That we need another kind of a justice system, because this justice system is broken. Anytime you can have heavy-handed tactics with black people and Arabs and other people of color, but yet if these were white people, no, the police never would have done anything like this. So it goes to show you that people of color are a target by all police departments in this country. And that is why I say that black officers, especially black women officers, are so stupid for wanting to be a part of the police department, and you want to align yourself with the same kind of enemy that's beating up and killing and oppressing the rest of us. This is something that you want to align yourself with, just so many black people could shine and smile in the master's face and use heavy-handed tactics and look down upon other black people. I can't respect a police department like the Grand Rapids, Michigan Police Department that acts so stupidly. And you know, and only thing the chief of police could do, and I couldn't find that clip, is just apologize after these boys have been traumatized. And the main thing this officer kept on saying in the first clip was that, well, at least nobody was hurt in this. Excuse me, y'all, that's just my phone, but I'll pick it up in a couple of more minutes when I'm done. You know, I gotta get through this. At least nobody was hurt. That's the biggest thing that he's going on, the fact that nobody was hurt. Dude, how the hell do you know somebody wasn't hurt? Golly, anytime somebody, if you would have a gun pulled out on you, and with what is going on in this country right now, with the president that we've had, you know, where he wants the police to kill people. I mean, basically it's something, when it comes down to organizations like the Fraternal Order of Police, they vote in blocks. And mostly everybody in the block of Fraternal Order of Police voted for Donald Trump. He wants them to use heavy-handed tactics against blacks and Muslims. This is something that he wants. And plus with the, you know, hatred against blacks and Muslims in this country now, if this kind of stuff keeps on going on, I can almost predict we are going to have an armed war or armed battle and an armed showdown in between citizens and police before this year is out. Because people are getting tired of this kind of stupidity from police. And basically it's sad because, I mean, it's the people who are sworn to protect us, which are supposed to be the police officials who is up here doing this kind of stuff. And you know, and I get so tired of a whole lot of people keep telling me, well, you know, they're only human. Maybe they made a mistake. Dude, whenever you have that kind of authority, and whenever you put that uniform on, whenever you pin that badge on your chest, you represent the city of which you serve. You represent the United States government. You represent the Constitution. So no, us as regular people, we could probably make mistakes, but police officers, no. You should never make that kind of a mistake. This could have ended very, very badly. I think that they should have found out who, in the first case, who they were completely looking for before they're so stupid enough to go and pull a gun on somebody. And then in the second case, they needed to find out whether what this woman was saying was true or not before they go and shove this innocent Muslim man from United Arab Emirates to the ground. To me, it's something, both cases are just sad. And I think that police need to change up some of their tactics and how they deal with people in general, but mainly deal with people of color. But for right now, that's where I'm going to leave it. Everybody, if you like the video, be sure to give me a thumbs up. That will help me very, very much. And be sure to watch and subscribe and share the videos. Hopefully, I'll see everybody on the next video. Peace and blessings to all.